What's going on, guys? It's your boy Elisha here, and welcome back to God. This is the show where we discuss everything in the world of football from the past week, and by we I mean, of course, myself, your boy, the one and only yours truly, and you, the beautiful, exuberant, enlightening, wonderful, passionate people of the world of football. Got a lot to talk about this week, from the international break coming up, European Championship, all that good stuff. Without further ado, let's get right to the business. So first and foremost, we are talking the absolute destruction in the Champions League this week. Bayern Munich versus Tottenham Hotspurs. Let's get right into it. 7-2. 7-2 that the German Colossus just beat Spurs into a bloody pulp. Like that bird that's on the Spurs logo, Bayern ate it. They cooked it, fried, put a little seasoning on that, pop. For Oktoberfest, downed it with some beer, and then that's it. 7-2 Tottenham. What's going on? What's happening at Tottenham? What do we got to talk about? What do we have to talk about at Tottenham? What's happening? 7-2, you're leading 1-0, and you get scored on 7 times in a row. Not in a row. They ended up scoring a second goal after they were like 5-2 or 4-2, 4-1 or something. 7 goals to 2. I honestly don't even know what's happening at Tottenham. We're going to talk about their score in the Premier League, which is Tottenham, whatever's happening there, man. Y'all had a good season last year. You made it to the Champions League final. There's obviously some problems, in which they really need to fix, because they're in a slump right now. And such a solid team, such great forwards. You got guys like Kane, it's such a talented and young team for the most part, with an amazing manager. They should not be losing 7-2 to Bayern Munich in the Champions League group stage, bruh. And also yet another congratulatory moment for Ronaldo, who scored against Leverkusen in the 3-0 win Juventus had against them in the Champions League this week. Yet another record broken by Ronaldo. And that's what happens when you're great. That's what happens when you're consistently producing greatness. Just like gold, people just kind of expect it. They just expect Ronaldo to be shattering records just like Messi week in and week out, because he's been great his whole that's it. It's not even a surprise anymore. So let's move on to PSG, who won against Galatasaray 1-0. Di Maria was on fire that game, even though he wasn't as clinical as he maybe could have been. He kept missing a lot of chances, but Icardi was like, listen, let me step back a little bit, because you playing games right now. We need that 3 points. Let me score this one, and let's get on with our lives, okay? And that's exactly what they did, and they got away with the 1-0 win. It was clean. Neymar is also back next game. As you probably know, his sentence was reduced a little bit from the red card he got last year. So now, next game in the Champions League, Neymar is going to be back in business. Also, Real Madrid versus Club Brugge from Belgium. It ended in 2-2, surprisingly, because Club Brugge was 2-0 up. Emmanuel Bonaventure was 2-0 up against Real Madrid, shattering Los Blancos' dreams, and the fans were in tears in their own stadium. And this man Emmanuel was doing the Ronaldo celebration, taunting them, pushing, shoving everything in their face, but they were able to come back and get the 1 point. So Emmanuel, calm down a little bit before you start doing all these celebrations. It makes for great content. It makes, for good things to talk about, but secure that bag, get that 3 points first, and then you could do the Ronaldo celebration in front of see all that. But make sure you get the win first. Also, Barcelona were down 1-0 but against Inter Milan. But Suarez came in that game after the second half. He came on that pitch and said, listen, man, that first half, cool. Y'all got that little 1 goal, cool. But we're not going to go home like that. We're not. And he actually, I'm seeing signs of Barca from last season. Not doing too much in the first half, but then coming through in the second half and really putting the pressure on every team they play against. And it worked for them. Suarez got a brace. And really, Barca are picking it up this season. They had a rocky start. They got that draw against Dortmund, and it really looked like there was no inspiration behind that team. All the fans are calling Valverde out. Are y'all saying Valverde in now? Because they're winning games. Inter Milan is a very good team, and they're winning games right now. So I think the fans a lot of times get too emotional and just think, oh, let's get a new manager, get a new coach, ba ba ba, ping ping ping. And really, it's like, calm down. Like, let the process develop itself. Trust the process and let these boys go out there and play. Also, Liverpool had a phenomenal game against Salzburg, 4-3, an absolute thriller. 3 goals back to back for Liverpool, and then Salzburg say, wait a minute, how we gonna have Haaland score a hat trick as a 19-year-old during our first game and then come lose here to Liverpool 3-0? Nah, man, they went bing, 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 bing and scored 3 back-to-back, but then Liverpool was able to get that late 4th goal, which secured the win for them. Alexander-Arnold got himself a goal too. It was a good day for the Reds. And that boy Hwang Hee-Chang from Salzburg is an absolute beast. This man broke Van Dijk's ankles. Van Dijk, your ankles are still out there on the pitch. They're still out there. Go pick him up. Do you see the way that man is crossing his body and Van Dijk, man, go pick up your ankles, bro. Go pick up your ankle. It's okay. It's okay. You got European Player of the Year, but now get your ass on that pitch and go pick up your ankles, because Hwang Hee-Chang got him. He broke him. But last but not least, we're talking about the Europa League, and the really only team that I need to talk about right now who are in desperation mode. United got a draw, 0-0 draw, and no shots on target. Absolutely 0 shots on target. There's a crisis in United, and everybody's not addressing it, but we will right here on Goal. We will. And to be honest, the crisis is United is just not performing well. So let's jump into the Premier League, and number one, talk about United's crisis right now. The team is just not performing well. They're doing L's after L's after draws after draws after L's after L's after L's. They're losing game after game after game. This weekend they lost 1-0 to Newcastle. They're having Rashford out here play as a number 10 up front as a center forward. He's got 1 goal this whole season that came from a penalty early on in the Premier League. Like, you're ruining this boy. And the question of the week, the question that a lot of people are asking, is Marcus Rashford a bust? The 21-year-old English international, is he a bust? And I'm not talking about the bust that the sculpture that they had made of Ronaldo. Is he a bust? Is he failing? Is he going downhill as a huge prospect in football? And my answer is absolutely not. This boy is not playing in the position that's meant for him, in his natural position. His back is turned against the goal at all times, waiting for a chance to get a great ball up front. And he doesn't have the necessary people feeding him those balls up front. He's a game creator. Let him do his thing on the left wing. Come on, Ole Gunnar is he's not utilizing this kid as he's supposed to. And it's really dragging him down. The whole team right now is in crisis. They're in depression mode. Y'all need to be alert on it, because you're ruining Manchester United's legacy. This is starting to be sad, man. And speaking of sadness, Tottenham yet again losing 3-0 to Brighton. What's these Premier League teams, man? Liverpool is calmly chilling up from Arsenal. Sometimes they're up, sometimes they're down. They've been winning a couple games lately. Aubameyang, like I said, these boys are playing good. So it seems like there's a little bit more hope for them. Pulisic was able to assist, getting himself an assist during Chelsea's win. Also this weekend. He hasn't been playing for a while. He's been on the bench. People were starting to worry, but he came off the bench and got himself an assist. And he'll probably be back next week or in 2 weeks after the international break. But then another crisis. United lose. Tottenham lose. Manchester City losing to Traore. Not to Wolves, to Traore, who absolutely shook up their defense this weekend. 2-0. The man scored 2 goals by himself to get his boys yet another 3 points this season. They're hanging on there to try to stay in the top 10 at least right now, but Manchester City dropped points. They're dropping points. 8 points away from Liverpool right now for the Premier League title. Yeah, we're not calling it yet, but Liverpool are getting those wins. No matter what, they're still undefeated this season, and Man City are dropping points. So right now, it's not looking good for them. Could this be Liverpool's year? Could Liverpool be dominating for years and years, get a Champions League trophy, and then now come and win the Premier League? Could it be? Could it be? I don't know yet. It's still so early. It's not even December yet. So we still got a long way to go. But right now, it's looking good for them. But now let us jump into the Serie A in Italy. And Juventus, the game of the weekend, the absolute game, highly anticipated game. Juventus against Inter Milan. Inter Milan has been undefeated the whole season. Not no more. Not no more. Not anymore, not no more, because Juventus was able to reclaim their spot at the top of the Serie A table with that 2-1 win over Inter Milan. Yes, finally, and who else other than Juventus to take them boys down? Dybala with the opening goal, and then Higuain sealing the deal, getting the 3 points for their team, and now they're back on top, 19 points. Inter got 18. Atalanta very close, very, very close with 16 points. So right now it's close. That top three is very solid. They're getting them wins, and that's what I like to see. A little bit more competition for Juventus in the league. It makes the football so much more exciting. I tell y'all this all the time. When there's competition, it's better football. That's it. And competition is the reason why I'm loving the Bundesliga right now. Do you see this table? Do you see this table? It's incredible. There is 6 points. 6 points between the first team and the 10th team. 6 points between Mönchengladbach and Hertha. 6 points. Mönchengladbach with 16, Wolfsburg with 15, Bayern 14, Freiburg 14, Red Bull Leipzig 14, Schalke 14, Bayern 14, Dortmund is down there at 12 points, Eintracht with 11. Y'all see the table. You see this table, it's insane. That's what I like to see. Now we paying attention, Bundesliga. We paying attention because y'all got some competition out there. There's not one team that's dominating. That's what I like to see. Now, all you have to do is keep that up until the end of the season, because I don't want it to be January and Bayern are clearly the winners. Come on. Keep that competition up. Play with pride. Look at your club's badge and play for that. Y'all trying to win or not? Dortmund's been fumbling the bag for a few years now, but now it's time to show up. If they're not gonna do it, someone else gotta show Bayern what's up, because this hierarchy gotta go down. I'm not going against Bayern, but I want to see the competition, or if they're gonna win it, deservedly so, because they're not cheating, they're just winning games. If they're gonna win it, I want to see more pressure on them. This season is the season. 2020 is the year. The vision is clear. Oh, let me eat some beer. No, drink some beer at Oktoberfest. And I'm saying it with my chest. Bars. Also in the Super Clásico, River Plate versus Boca Junior in the Copa Libertadores semifinals in the first leg. Yeah! River Plate won that one 2-0. Also a red card for Boca Juniors. It's not looking good going into the second leg, which is coming up on November 22nd, 22. It's coming up. Boca Junior, what happened? Get it together, man. This is Super Clásico. But it was a great win by River Plate nonetheless. And still talking about the Americas, let's jump over to the MLS. And it is the final day of the regular season. Final day of the regular season, and the possibly Boca Junior prospect Ibrahimovic scoring a wonderful cooling goal for LA Galaxy in the final game of the regular season. LAFC, of course, are the winners in the West. NYCFC, winners in the East. Carlos Vela for LAFC, making history as the all-time top scorer in a regular season. 22 goals, a hat-trick in his final game. Also, topping that list of the most assists in the league. So the playoff bracket is here, baby. This is who is going to face who in the playoffs of the MLS season. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get that Audi Cup, man? Who's going to top it all? I'm excited for it on the 19th of October. Stay tuned. We're going to talk more about it as it comes. But this has been 34 games of the MLS season. You got your winners, NYCFC. Come on, NYC. Let's go New York. Yeah. And you got LAFC winning it in the East. Who's going to take this, man? Drop in the description your predictions. I'm saying Atlanta FC might take it. Again, LAFC is looking super good. But who knows, man? Drop your suggestions down in the comments. But man, with that being said, we got the international break coming up this week. Germany, Argentina, Brazil, Senegal, Colombia, Chile. We got a lot of great international games. So stay tuned for those. Watch those games. They're going to be absolutely amazing. Okay, they're gonna be amazing. We have from Brazil to Senegal to Chile to Peru. Amazing games as these guys go away from their clubs for a little bit. As the MLS boys get ready for the playoffs, stay tuned because it's gonna be a good time. But other than that, guys, this is going to be it for your boy for Goal on the weekly show. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for listening to the bars them. I should be getting paid for these bars. Record deal coming soon, guys. Record deal coming soon. You soon gonna be streaming my music. I'm telling you. You soon will. But anyways, guys, again, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Say hello in the comments. Drop your suggestions. Question of the day, is Marcus Rashford a bust? I say no. With that being said, though, check out the music. Check out the social media in the description. I will see you beautiful people next time on Goal. Peace.